I'm excited to see each and every one of y'all perform. And yeah, let's kill it out. Our first performer goes by the name of. Y'all ready? Y'all better be hyped when I say this, okay? Y'all ready? Because she just looked at me and said, yeah, like, we're going to try that shit again. Y'all ready? Okay. Y'all ready? Yeah! She goes by the name of Doja Marie. Burr, 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 burr. That's right, friend.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing tonight? Y'all ready to have a good time tonight? Because we finna turn up. We done already started our little pre-turn up. We finna turn up. My name Doja Marie. I'm from Lexington. But, you know, I fuck with Louisville. The fuck? So I'm up here. The fuck? And we about to put a show on for y'all. Kentucky Cash Dolls in the building. BOI in the building. Thank you, Key Weezy, OBO Productions, all y'all for having us. Period.
Hey, DJ Danan. Yo, that song there, but no, but wheel it and drop it again.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a certified hood classic.
Everybody gonna pop that shit, I'm gonna pop my shit. Hold up.
I hate it when a bitch self-proclaims she bad. Capping on some shit that a bitch never had. Worry about the next bitch motion, get a bag. I don't see no tags, I'ma grab what I grab. Watch your mouth, sis, got my bitches in the back. Thought you was slick hoe, but you can get tagged. You can get smacked, you can get tapped up. I'm a turner every way but loose if my level up. I'm the head knocker, yeah the bar dropper. I'm the top shotter, bitch I'm a problem. You want it, I got it, I'm a hot topic. Watch how you pop it, cause I ain't stopping. My brand real popular, get a taste. Matter of fact, book me bitch, I've been doing great things to bitches stalking my page, but don't know my name. Better fit another corner and stay out my lane. Give me 6 feet, let me do my thing. Yeah, I got a little coin, but ain't a damn thing changed. Still the same bitch from the east side. I'ma always be pressure, I just need my time. Give me 6 feet, let me do my thing. Yeah, I got a little coin, but ain't a damn thing changed. Still the same bitch from the east side. I'ma always be pressure, I just need my time.
Only in the trap.
Hold on. Look, it's 3 a.m. Can't feel my limbs. I almost forgot we ain't. Power on in my cup, weed in the other hand, hookah sold up. Even though it's 3 a.m. clothes plugged up, but the hood stay open. Hookah sold up, but the weed been posted. Hold up, vibes we rolling, vibe me toasting. Do the city till morning. About the only time the police turn blind. So I hit my route like the city's all mine. Hey, they turn me up, I'd rather slide through your hood than turn around and twerk, nigga. Hold up, cashed out, bitch, I'd rather slide through your hood than turn around and twerk, nigga. Listen, it's 3 a.m. in the morning, and I'm in Kentucky. I'm in Lex, yeah, Benz. It's 3 a.m. in Kentucky.
This is a certified hood
and I'm feeling
classic.
lucky. What's up next? What's it giving? And this song called I Can't Spare You, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all fuck with it. Look, we're gonna do it like Doja. Like Doja.
Yeah.
Look, ice my neck, ice my wrist. They think we fucking, just don't say shit. It ain't up for discussion, so fuck your assumptions. Just when they ask questions, say that's my bitch. There's no when we link up, he blows my mind. It's fuck you when he's on my line. He gon' crack this spine every motherfucking time. Puts me in the bind when he hit it from behind. I'm too high, he got me low, that's for certain. Write this check, cause this nigga working. This no cap, my God, this man churching. Got me in the mood, you like me up, broad day, no curtains. My life's a movie for these niggas slurping. Fucking me up, how this nigga so perfect. Can't get my time while you finding your purpose. Say, you care when you don't care. Say, you there when you not there. Say, you real when your thoughts were. Say, you fair when you're not fair. What? I can't spare you. Say, you there when you don't care, say you there when you not there, say you real when your thoughts square, say you fair when you not fair, but I can't spare you. G shit, this new nigga on some new shit. She quick, no, not to waste time with a bad bitch. Knows I don't waste time, I'm a savage. Hard cold is ice and my soul just won't grab it. Upgrade your upgrade, we building new habits. Last nigga, that was something slight, y'all can have it. He broke my heart, but I got me a bandage. Got me a bag, now it's all, he can't stand me. Bitch, I'm a brand. Understand me, bitch, I'm the man. Yeah, no candy, musical nutcracker mic, I'm handy, man. These hoes, I'm like candy, yeah. They say they there when they not there, say they care when they not there, say they cool when they thought square, say they here when they not here. Look, I can't spare you, say you care when you don't care, say you there when you don't care, say you real when your thoughts square, say you fair when you not fair, but I can't spare you. I can't spare nobody, man. Wasting all my time, got me wasting all my time, wasting all my time. I can't spare you. Thank y'all. My name's Doja Marie. Thank y'all.
Give it up one more time for Doja Marie. I can't spare you. I like that. I like that. What is it? I can't spare you. Is that what it is? I can't spare you. I like it. Y'all heard that? You. All right. So we are going to be doing one of the segments of the show. It is called the 502 Podcast. I just need y'all to sit the fuck down and be the fuck quiet, all right? Sit the fuck down or be the fuck quiet. Or you can stand right here and look like, look all nice and fly like y'all are, okay? If you are a part of the 502 Podcast, I need y'all to come on the stage, grab your mic, and yeah, so enjoy the show, y'all. You left your earrings. When she took these motherfuckers off, I said, ooh, the fuck is she about to do? I can't spare you. Baby. Take these stars right. Key, can you bring me some water, please?
Mic check. Mic check. Yeah.
Mic check.
Yeah.
Mic check.
Mic check.
I think it's working.
I think it's working. Yeah, mic check.
Hello? Mine working now.
Yeah. It's pretty loud.
Mic check. Mic check. Mic check.
Damn, where everybody go? Welcome, thank y'all.
Welcome to the 502 podcast. My name is Vanessa. I will be your host today. Today we will be talking about, we have two guests, Danita Anthony and Greg Anthony. We'll be talking about a situation that happened 34 years ago regarding their mother. She was, I don't know if I'm saying the right term, but murdered by the Louisville Metro Police Department. We will get more in depth in just letting them speak for themselves and how they perceive, how they are going, I'm trying to think of the right word to say, but we'll let them speak for themselves and how they perceive just the whole situation that happened. So first, I want you guys to introduce yourselves.
My name is Greg Anthony. I'm 42 years old, and I got a story to tell.
My name is Danita Anthony, and I am the second oldest daughter of Gloria Denise Anthony.
All right. So today is the fourth year anniversary of George Floyd's death. A black man killed in the hands Just earlier this month, an airman by the name of Roger Fortson was also killed by a white police officer in his home. He was just 23. Not to take away from you guys' story, I'm so sorry. Not to take away from your story, but there has been a history of racism and stereotype within our the justice system, within the police force. We do know there's been a history of KKK members being dressed up in police uniforms. We've had local judges being dressed up as police in police uniforms. Just local judges, KKK members being judges. So basically, we've had a history of racism, we know, in our system. So I want to just start off just asking you guys some questions. What do you remember about your parents' relationship with one another? What do you remember of, and if anything is too sensitive, just let me know, or if you don't want to answer any questions, let me know. But what do you remember about your parents together?
Well, I remember, just like any other relationship, like parents, they go through things, but it's not enough for the things that we went through. It's not enough for us to go through what we went through to even be considered a statistic like right now type stuff, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, I remember my daddy, he was always around, but you know what I'm saying, I remember a good relationship, man. We didn't have no bad, you know what I'm saying, it was an okay relationship. We didn't have the best of anything, but we had love in the house.
Is that your phone?
Yeah.
Do you mind putting on silent? Okay. And were you finished? Okay. And what do you remember about your mother and your father, just their relationship?
Like my brother said, just any typical parent, relationship where, all they did was take care of their kids and, yes, they fought, yes, they argued sometimes, but it wasn't like, it wasn't to the point where police had to be involved.
Okay.
Where they came in and how they came in.
Okay.
Just the way they came in.
Can you both give an account of what you remember happened on the night of January 14th, 1990? And we'll start with you. And how old were you when it happened?
I was maybe 5 or 6 years old. And from the story of my daddy, I always used to say, which is the truth. You know what I'm saying? It was a misunderstanding between him and my mother that led to, somebody going to get the police that, that caused all of that to happen. And it wasn't even a fist fight. They claimed it was a fist fight, and it wasn't never no fist fight. It was just a misunderstanding. And like, I was in the house, I was upstairs. I didn't actually see what happened. I can tell you my story from my daddy's point of view, which is the truth. That's the only thing I can go on for.
All right. And do you remember can you recall what happened that night? And how old were you?
Make sure everybody's speaking into the mic. Make sure everybody's speaking into the mic when y'all speaking, please.
All right. I'll just go into the next question. What? Okay, so I'm going to use a point of reference. Okay, so with Breonna Taylor, she was killed by LMPD. Her mother fought for justice for her wrongful death by the hands of our police department. There was a settlement that they proposed to her mother for $12 million. And there was also either, take the settlement or continue to fight for for these police officers to be locked up. So for her mother, it looks like justice was served by a settlement. What does justice look like for you? For you and your family, for your mother?
Me, I just feel like
feel with them admitting that they were wrong, that being a step, what do you guys believe will bring closure to the criminal justice aspect of what happened on that night? What would bring you, closure? What would bring you to a sense of peace about, that your mother received her justice?
Just knowing that we doing the right thing by getting justice for her. Like, just getting our story heard. Like, I've been countless of times. I done called lawyers talking about this and getting cussed out and everything. It's like nobody wants to hear our truth. So it's like, so now our truth is coming out. We're gonna have to hear it, whether they like it or not.
Okay. Are you okay to speak? And I want to know, what does justice look like for you, for your mother?
Just the fact that they came in and, how they murdered her, how Buzz did hit my daddy with a gun and it went off in his face. It's like, he was just like,
I'm sorry for them.
this is, this is her thing.
I was going to ask that question, but I didn't know, who was going to be, how sensitive. I believe this is sensitive. So have you guys received any type of counseling or therapy from that?
Nobody did anything, nothing, like, nothing. So this referee, everything just went on down our lives and,
Okay. Do anybody have any questions for the family, for the Anthony family regarding just what happened to their mother? She was killed by a police officer on the night of January 14, 1990. Do you guys have any questions?
I just want to ask. So I'm just trying to paint a picture for myself so I can see what happened. Okay, so they were arguing, right, or whatever the case is. The police were called, and when the police got there, they barged in. They barged
Yes,
in, and they pushed your daddy with the gun, or they didn't push him with the gun. So how many siblings? Like how many
He had
kids
8
was in
kids.
there? It was 8 kids in the house. Okay, who's the oldest? This is how old was she at the time? Okay, when that happened, what happened with your daddy? Like, what did they do? They locked him up? Of course they did.
They charged him.
They charged him with
They
the
charged. He
murder?
got acquitted. He was acquitted, but they tried to charge him with our mother's murder.
Speaking to the mic. I'm saying, like, that should tell you right there, and that's listening to your story is one of the reasons why I'm on my way to law school, because I might just be one person, but to help people like that, and then 1990s, that's when they barely had DNA, they barely had anything. I just imagine how much stuff that they got away with.
No,
And
Cameras, like the body cameras, they didn't have any of that.
They don't even turn them on now here.
I mean, and to barge in people's house, just like I live in Texas. They killed that girl in Fort Worth, and because her door was open, So I really hope that first my deepest condolences, because I could not imagine
At 12?
experiencing that and watching my mother pass it in that manner, and then your daddy being falsely accused. So, but I do hope in the near future, because everything that's done in the dark will come to the light. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Just hold on to that hope, and justice is going to be served.
Are they still alive? Do you know the post?
Alive. My
Okay.
grandmother's not. My grandmother.
Your granny was there too?
Her grandmother was there, and my oldest brother was there too.
And this happened in Louisville?
In Louisville, we lived in South. We was living in South in the project.
In the 90s.
They're not ashamed to do it in the 2024.
24. Nah, dead ass though.
Of
Dead
course
ass
they were
though.
doing it then when they didn't have body cameras, and it was their story against ours. Especially as, I don't want to pull the race card, but
Especially as black people, they already look at us as less of a human. So of course,
1990s, oh, they can get away with everything.
anything.
The Golden
Anything
State
they could
Killer
think
was a
of.
police officer. They ain't find that out till 2020 what? One? And he locked up now, but
I
So first off, I want to say, as an activist with Freeway, it wasn't them ever paying Breonna Taylor's mama some money, and we went outside, and that was the end of the case. That's not what happened. Because we still asking for some kind of justice, but they ain't giving it to us. You know what I'm saying? We got to understand the system that we're fighting against. Now, in this case, my condolences go out to you because I read it. And it's crazy because out of the judges, only one judge actually was like, yeah, there's something wrong here. We see it because you're attacking his Fourth Amendment. You came in attacking him. You understand? He came in with you are guilty, hitting him, cussing him out, butting with the gun before it even go out. So how did this even happen? You feel what I'm saying? For the gun to go off. So this case is real crazy, but we got to understand, just like the Breonna Taylor case, it's real hard because the system is not built for us. And why they get away with it is because we are prisoners of war. So once you realize that we are prisoners of war, we can move different, but we got to be speaking the same language. If we ain't speaking the same language, we'll never get nothing done. Because we over speaking this, and you speaking over speaking the same, this over here, but we ain't on the same accord. So we can't get nothing done. We ain't seeing what we are. So once we can keep calling ourselves what we are, prisoners of war, because we are descendants of slaves. That's what we are. We ain't black. We descendants of slaves. That's what we are. Our families were slaves. So once we can call ourselves what we are, we can get change. So we got to understand the language that we are moving. Now back to this case. What we're seeing is a person being under attack and getting charged with murder. What they always do. Me and brother was talking outside. This is something that they always do. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to get paid. But they get paid off our body. So it's the prison complex what we're talking about. So somebody got to get paid. Somebody got to pay the cop pay. And police got community immunity from all these things. So this is why we got to fight for qualified immunity. So as long as they got we don't get rid of qualified immunity.
What is qualified immunity?
So this is for, so when they do something wrong, like shooting someone, and we know this is wrong, they got immunity for it because this is an accident. I was feeling scared for my life, or anybody else would be charged for these murders. For instance, it was we looking at a 17-year-old just handcuffed, held down because he had a gun shot in the back of the head. But 3 police was on him, holding him down. And this is a 17-year-old child. Now we can even go think back a little bit farther where 3 kids was getting shot. We caught them lying on the body cam, but 3 kids was getting shot when they were trying to hold them in the garage in a stolen car. They was parked in a stolen car, but they was holding it down when they lifted up and started shooting at them. And started hitting the kids and lied about it. Said it's an accident, but how you accidentally shoot 3 people? So we got to understand what we're looking at. This is what they do, and they get away with it. Even if they was charged with that, understand they lied about it. We know they lied about it, but it's qualified immunity. Our own chief of police get on the stand and lie under oath. This is what we do know. Our new chief right now lied under oath, but qualified immunity. No one's being held accountable. So this is what we got. The DOJ report where we know these officers are guilty. They say they're guilty, but they still on the police force because qualified immunity.
I wanted to touch on what you said about they needed people for prison. Y'all do know that they are building more prisons than elementary schools. That is a fact. It cost over, 3 years ago it was $26,000 of our tax dollars to take care of 1 prisoner. I'm pretty sure inflation done kicked that up a little notch.
It's like $40 a day.
Exactly, for 1 prisoner. So they want to incarcerate more of us, recidivism. I mean, we kind of falling into it too as well. We fall into the trap sometimes, but.
Well, we don't follow bills. We got I've been talking about these bills. House Bill 5, the Safer Kentucky Act. It just passed. This is not a bill no more. This is law. Where any 3 assault charges that's a felony, 3 of them you go to jail for the rest of your life. Or the fentanyl bill, where even if you didn't know that the pill had got fentanyl in it, you gave it to somebody. You know what I'm saying? They asked for it and they died from it. Well, guess what? You go into jail for the rest of your life and you might get the death penalty. Yeah, this is what we're looking at. This bill is also attacking the homeless. So they say you lost your house and you're sleeping on the streets.
Well, guess what? You get locked up for that. That's 90 days in jail and $250, and you're already homeless. So how can you do? So that means you go back to jail because you can't pay your fine, and that's a felon.
They make money off the homeless stuff.
So now not only you're homeless, now you're a felon, so you can't get no job because you was homeless. So we got to understand what we're looking at. So we got to actually follow these bills that they push now, because what they're doing is attacking people that's colored and poor. If you're black, they want you. They got you. But if you're white and you're poor, they got you too. So this is why we got to start speaking the same language. We can't keep separating each other with this I'm black and you white. We poor. We fucked up. Let's look at the bigger picture. We poor, we fucked up. We in the same boat. We all crabs in the barrel in this time right now. And guess what? We pulling each other down with words, so we can't get ahead. Gays, don't give what the fuck you are. We pulling each other down with words because we can't speak the same language and fight the same enemy. Understand this. If you ain't against me, you with me. I can care less if you're gay or not. I'm not gay. They ain't gay. I can care less. So let's talk about this same thing. Get on this boat.
So I do have a question for you in just a second, but I do want to make this point. When you say that we all need to come together, I 100% agree with that because we all live in the same country. I just think that there has to be an awareness that this country was founded, and I'm not a racist, I don't hate anybody, but this is a fact. The country was founded off of white, principles from white men, and the principles, the laws, the education curriculum, everything that has been a formal documents or formal legislation that has been influenced in this country has strictly been from white culture, white mentality. We are Black Americans, and it's just, and what I've noticed is that although we want to come together, and we will, there are just cultural differences. God made every culture different, and there's something special about everyone. But the way that this country was founded was unethically and immoral. And it's like we've come a long way socially. We definitely have come a long way, but we are still, we're still trying to break that curse of the forefathers of this country, of the stereotypes, the mentality of this country. And I do think that there has to be legislation to protect Black Americans, not black and brown, but from my community, Black Americans. There's been Asian hate crime bills, but there has not been anything to protect us. We do have the Civil Rights Bill of 1964, but that was not just for Black Americans. That was for LGBT, that was for women, that was for people with, I'm not 100% sure of disabilities, but that was for people who are just all different, but who deserve to have civil rights. But for Black communities specifically, we do not have anything that grants us immunity or protection against the law. And so this case is it's touching to me because I can only, and my condolences go to you guys as well, because I can only imagine what it would be like to lose your mother at such a young age, and carrying that scars of somebody did something wrong to you, and there's been no vengeance, there's been no justice for that hurt, that scar. So for you, like you said, how you explained how you protested for Breonna Taylor, and that you guys are still fighting for some type of criminal action against the police officers. What can we do for the Anthony family to get justice for them, to get their story heard? What can our community do?
We gotta be posting this shit every fucking day. Like, the new wave is social media. Like, if you want to get attention from anything or anybody, TikTok, social media, we gotta get on that right there. Right, we gotta, I'm talking about every day until, how many people is in this room? If we start with this right here, do this shit every fucking day, it's gonna be looked at, it's gonna be seen. People's gonna be like, what is this? This happened in Louisville? Because this is new to me. I ain't never heard of this, and I've been here my whole life. I've never heard of this. All we gotta do is post that shit every fucking day. And it's gonna be awareness on Charles Benny, who? What's his name? Brian. Yeah, it's gonna be on
Benny Bryant.
Charles, and what's your mama's name?
Gloria Denise Anthony.
Glory?
Gloria Denise Anthony.
Gloria Denise Anthony.
Gloria Denise Anthony. That's
Say
such
her
a
name.
beautiful name.
Gloria Denise Anthony.
I bet she was beautiful with that name, Gloria Denise Anthony. But when you said there's no bill or anything for us, the thing is, we do not belong here.
we are still like trying to ask, you know, the master, oh please, you know, we just please just give us something, you know, just please, like, I mean, we are still the captured slaves of our ancestors. We're not free. Like, our peoples was captured and brought over here, and they let us go, like, you know, outside. We still not free. They didn't take us the fuck back. They let us here. So when you say we need to fight, we need a bill and stuff, yeah, that sounds nice, but let's just keep begging and saying, please, master.
I don't agree that that's begging. I agree that we are citizens of this country, and like every other minority group gets incentives, like immigrants, like the Asians. We have not had anything that has protected our community. That's not fair. That's not justice. No. I'm not begging them to do anything, but what I am saying is their mother deserves justice. And the motivation, we don't know what was in the heart of that police officer that took her life. It could have been racially motivated. Obviously there was something in that man's heart that was not right, and it happened to a minority group of people. So I do think that there has to be some type of immunity, some type of protection for our people when it comes to, like, there was an airman that was just killed, a young black man that was just killed. So I think that we do need
I'm gonna tell you something.
The Black Panther.
Wait, guys. Y'all talking about policies. Wait a minute. We talking about the legislature, right? We talking about legislature. They don't run shit. Guess who runs shit? Guess who the new slave owners are? Them big ass corporate companies. Them motherfuckers that run shit. That's why these laws going. That's why when we vote, it seems like that shit don't matter. It do matter to a certain extent. Now, your local offices, that shit matter. Now, them presidents and shit, you know they do what the fuck they want to do. Them puppets, we don't give a fuck about them. They don't run shit. Corporate run shit. That's why we can't get no law. That's how the Asians, all of a sudden, when Black Lives Matter and y'all was marching for Breonna Taylor and shit was happening, and all of a sudden I'm not taking nothing away from no other race. Let me say that right now. But all of a sudden, these Asians getting punched in the face by black. When the fuck did that shit start happening? When the fuck did y'all? But we can't get a bill, and we've been getting killed since before my ass was born.
Beat.
They killed the people. We can't have shit. If we're doing good, Oklahoma bombing, another example. If we're having anything good, we mind our own fucking business. And I hate that shit because all Caucasian white people, they are not like that. I got a best friend out here. She ain't shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? And it fucking sucks because there's gonna come a time where this shit gonna get ugly.
We need to break up with America. We need to divorce their ass. We don't fucking belong here. Like, whether I feel like.
But it was built off our backs.
Come on now, but I feel like
nobody belongs here but the goddamn Native Americans.
I feel like either we need our own country. Because we ain't. I'm tired of I'm tired of fucking with them. I feel like we should leave. Like, I don't know what's out there, but come on now, there's so much more out there. I feel like if we need to break the fuck up. It's over. Our time is it. Like, I don't want to be
citizen. I'm standing on fucking business. I ain't leaving no goddamn well.
Like, we discussed that last podcast.
I'm standing on business.
I don't feel
I'm
like
done. Africa and it's cheap as fuck.
Fuck them. Fuck. They can have
build
this
a
shit.
mansion in Africa.
They can have this shit. I'm ready to go.
I don't feel like white supremacy is the biggest issue that Black America faces today. But I do know that there are race relations, and we do have to figure out how can all of the races, all of the different ethnic backgrounds come to a common ground. I think that
first we gotta love each other as our own race. We gotta stop fucking killing each other
100%,
every fucking day.
100%.
We gotta stop this shit.
Can I piggyback a little bit? First off, we gotta stop calling ourselves black. Black is something dead, evil, dirty. Look at the definition. We are not that. So once we stop calling ourselves something that's not even a race or people, then we might get something. This is why I said we got to change our language of what we call ourselves. We are descendants of slaves. Now we call ourselves the descendants of slaves. Get this. They can't give it to Asians. They couldn't give it to Mexicans. They couldn't, you know what I'm saying? So we got to watch the language that we are saying. This is why I said we got to watch the language that we pushing.
Well, what do you call yourself?
We are descendants from slaves. That's what I am.
Have you heard of
I am a
Foundation of Black
descendant of
America?
I like that. I like that.
We're going to check the other box when they say black, white, other,
the descendants of slaves.
This white sister right there, she can say she's black. You got to drop a black in you, right? If you got to drop in you,
goddamn
they say
skipping, my
you
girl
black.
got some black in her.
So we got to
Hand
understand.
Michelle out there.
So we got
my girl back there. That's right.
So we got to understand the language that we pushing. right? So what I'm saying is I'm a descendant of slave. My family came from slavery, so I need my inheritance at this point because it's past reparation, right? And what you were saying about corporations, yeah. And guess what? Politicians is for sale. So if you got money, you can pass a bill for real. You know what I'm saying?
And they pass it under our noses while we
but
distracted by something else.
But
So
this is
so
why
you're saying if you have money, you could pass a bill. So are we saying that Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates are passing
Hell
bills?
yeah, they passing bills.
But
If
normally, the
Definitely
name
Bill
of the
Gates.
person who passes the bill, like when you go to the government website of all of the laws and the bills, I've never seen Jeff
'Cause
Bezos
money.
or
Because money.
you follow the money. They got
These are billionaires you
what
talking
they
about.
It's called
They can cover
lobbying.
shit
But
up. honey.
don't you have to be a
Lobbyists.
part of the legislative branch? Don't you have to be a
No.
senator
You just
in
have
order
to
to
have
pass
money.
bills?
I helped
They're
me
influencing
and
the
a bu-
senators. That's what's
Say again?
happening. They're influencing them with
Okay,
that
that
money,
makes more
honey.
sense. The
Yeah, with that
influence.
money.
Yeah.
me and a bunch of people. Our sister Katura Harris and a few other people wrote a bill to get felons back their voting rights. Right. So we got that push, but
Mitch
what it took
McConnell
was
can't even
us
stand up.
lobbying, right? We getting together, talking to these representatives and saying, hey, we want this on us. We want this. We want to at least put it on the ballot so the people can vote for it. So this is when we go out and when you go out to vote, they tell you check this box and this bill, and that's what that looked like. Now for this brother to get justice, we got to get a lawyer to sit there and look at it and see what can we do if we can do anything. Because actually, after they get so far, it's nothing that you can do but bring awareness.
But there's no
Right.
statutes of limitation on murder.
You
Then you know
got
that.
qualified immunity. We talking about like we talking about citizens and police officers, peace officers, what I like to call them. They play by different laws. This is why the justice that we're looking at from Breonna Taylor is not the cause of her death. It's bullets going in different apartments and stuff like that because the law.
Well, we watched the video,
It
and they
doesn't-
play in our face like this.
Like I said,
watched the video of her getting killed,
Uh,
right? Breonna Taylor. And they still played in our face like
Well-
they didn't do it.
Well, you got to understand what we're dealing with. We dealing with a state that when slavery was over, they said, fuck nah. They said, nah. You got to pay me.
And like,
So they was paid to be freed. The government paid the slave owners to free us and didn't give us our land. This is why I say we got to change our language to get what we is owed. We are descendants of slaves.
all right. So, bottom line for me, I can't speak for everybody else, but I do believe that there has to be policies. We have to want some type of policy, some type of incentive. So I'm not begging. If it never happens, it don't happen. But I know that I'm tired of situations where innocent black people are being killed by the hands of people who are supposed to protect them.
We want policy. We got to get in office.
Cause
We got to stop. We got to the number one thing doing. We live. I'm hearing. I hope everybody's listening. Stop telling the kids be like Michael Jordan. If we won't change policy, stop telling your kids to be R&B singers. Stop telling your kids to be rappers.
We have to have a culture shift.
Wait a minute, though.
Black, our community
we
needs
need
a
to
culture
be-
shift for sure.
We need to be pushing our kids to be lawyers, for they can be judges, building our kids to be up to be politicians. You know what I'm saying? And that's going back to lawyers because they got to know the law.
Exactly.
So we got to really look at it. Like me, I'm running for office in the next 2 years, God willing, maybe 4. You know what I'm saying? So we got to look at the bigger picture. We got to get in office. But me by myself in office, we ain't gonna get nothing done because we got to take up the whole board. You can't play chess with only 3 pieces. You can't. I'm gonna say it again. You can't play chess with 3 pieces because everybody's trying to say life is like chess. Well, guess what? You got to have more than 3 pieces to win. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? And all the odds is against us. We got 3 pieces and every odds is against us. So what you gonna do? We got to take up that board and we got to raise our kids up in the right way. Like quit. I can't say quit giving them basketballs, but like for real, we gotta really push something. We don't got no like.
We have to push intellect. We have to push critical thinking. We have to push education. We want our kids to be popular
You
and
know
look
what it
cool
is?
and all this, but we don't push them to be thinkers and educators like Malcolm X was, like Marcus Garvey. Like, we don't push them to be those type of men.
I don't even think
Or
it's that.
Farrakhan.
I don't even think
I
it's
like
that.
Farrakhan.
I think it's where you guys live. I used to live here. It's Kentucky. Let you think about this.
Okay.
When you go home, go look at the popular. Not saying the only black people gonna vote for, you know, Democrats or whatever, or
Right, right,
whoever,
right, right.
whoever's a good candidate.
Mhm.
But look where you live at, and look how many percentage of there are black people, and how many percentage of the. Then you got Mitch McConnell up in here. Guess who keep voting for him?
But listen to this though.
And these other people that are, you know,
Well,
that
you
don't
also-
like us. Especially, I lived here and went to college here for a while, and this was the first place. And look at me. I'm usually not accepted on either side because I'm in the motherfucking middle. But what I'm saying is I experienced racism here. As a black woman, a fair-skinned black woman, okay? Oh, I got colored friends. That's that famous line right there. I got colored friends. Oh, you do? Well, I'm not colored. I'm not African American, and I ain't black. I'm a what?
Descendant of a slave.
Yeah,
But what is our
goddamn
ethnic? What is our like? What are we our ethnic?
Everybody's mixed here. And I don't care what nobody, can't nobody tell
Like
nobody
our
go back to Africa,
phenotype
can't nobody tell
is
nobody go back to
more,
Europe,
you know.
can't nobody tell nobody go back to Asia, can't nobody tell nobody shit. Everybody got something different in them here. And that's what kills me. We are all under the same boat. I don't give a fuck who you are. You could be, if you ain't a part of that 1%, you ain't shit. You might get more benefits than us. You might get this, that, and the third, but you still ain't shit, because guess what? When it come down to it, legislature, Senate, they all gonna protect themselves. And I'm glad that I live in Texas now. We have a representative. I know y'all seen that beach blonde, bad built
Yes,
body.
yes.
Guess where she from? Straight out of Texas. And we have her representing us. Y'all got to get old turtleneck Mitch McConnell out of here. I'm telling y'all, Kentucky's downfall for black people is him. He don't give a damn, and they were the majority, and he was the leader. They keep voting for him, and black people. Oh, you
Let
know,
me
I
ask
ain't
you
gonna
this
go.
though. So, get him out of office, okay?
Yeah,
Are
we
you
can
saying-
do
are you
that, but
saying
we
that
can't choose the president.
Are you saying that we need? I'm not gonna even put race in it because most of the times when we say
We need people more aware, and
Okay.
they are aware. We do this shit all the time. This is like a broken fucking record. Oh, we need to
But I
stop
do wanna
killing.
ask
We
you guys
need
a
to stop. It's a
question, too.
broken record. But you know, I just wish that we could actually. That's why I'm trying to go to law school and be for our people. That's who I'm for, all day long. So I just want everybody to. It's hard to get everybody in their mindset. We different. People are raised different. People were raised in poverty and they're raised on survival mode. Me specifically, I was raised in suburbs. I wasn't, but I can relate because I have friends like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too bougie and too high to understand what the fuck is going on, and I'm here for y'all. I never knew about this story, and we gonna get your story out.
Can I just say one thing? Because she's really right. Because I worked for an anti-insurance campaign, right? So when you talk about the people, only reason Daniel Cameron didn't win because he was black. Overstand that. Because the white people was like, nah, governor, nah. I'm gonna vote for Annie, but overstand. And they used to tell me this. But understand this. I'm voting for president. I'm voting for Trump. I don't know what that was even about until I realized and I started thinking about it. They was letting me know only reason they ain't voting for him because he was black. I'm still voting for Trump. We ain't even talking about the presidential election. And why y'all talking about Trump for? Because y'all letting me know, hey, we stay on code. This is what we got to understand.
They stand together.
They
we don't.
stay on code. We don't stay on code. We got to understand this. Grandmaster Jay is in the prison here.
He's still here.
He's here. He just had 2 heart attacks.
He's still here. I thought they
He
let
just
him
had
go.
2 heart attacks and his mother just passed away. He couldn't even go to his funeral.
They're
He
trying to
was-
kill that man.
Where we at? We ain't on code. We can't sit here and say we on code when I want our leaders, and I don't agree with everything no man says, right? But I understand a leader when I see one. I understand that I see a black revolutionary when I see one. I can disagree with some things. Understand this. Malcolm X disagreed with Martin Luther King. But he understand who was a revolutionary because they was marching together, wouldn't they?
But if they kill both of them, what the hell you think they gonna do to each black leader?
So this is why we outside. Then this is what I do. I'm willing to die for my people. I'm willing to die for what I speak for. The things I'm sitting here saying, I'm willing to die for. They know this. This is why we get death threats. I can show you my phone where they called me today with the black calls and stuff like that. A few days ago, they called me again with black calls. My car I'm driving right now, they fucked my car up. They pulled my shit out, took my wheels off my car after I blooped out on the DOJ. Then I went out here and started going. See, it's so crazy because when you see what's wrong, you go after everything. Because I don't give a care if you're killers out there. I was just talking to my brother. If y'all here killing people, innocent people and shit, I'm against that shit too. Get your money. I can't say nothing about no drug dealers. You get your money, you get your money. As long as you ain't selling drugs to kids, I can care less. Get your money. But you killing innocent people, I'm against that. You killing my black people, I'm against that. I'm going to speak up and say something about it. And I put my life on my line. So when you bout something, you understand you following anything good is God. You know what I'm saying? So when you understand you following doing anything good, man, I'll take whatever comes with it because I know what my outcome, you take my life, I know what my outcome is. My biggest fear is coming back here. So when I'm gone, yeah, I'm good. Because I done what I was supposed to do, not for me. Nothing I'm saying right here is for myself. I do this for my people out there. So I'm good. So when you can put your life on the line and understand what you're doing is for something bigger than yourself, hey, man, you take what comes for it.
So that's what people got to realize. Stop being selfish. It's easy for us to think about ourselves, and I didn't mean to interrupt you, by the way. But it's easy for us to think about ourselves and go along in our everyday lives, you know, and not understand. Yeah, like just not even understand. First of all, we on a damn rock in the middle of space. Any fucking thing can happen anyway. But at the end of the day, just stop thinking about yourself and think about people like these people sitting here at the end of these chairs right here. Think about what happened to them. And think about how that shit happens every fucking year. Multiple times a year.
But we got to get out and do something. We got to fight. Because we can sit here and say, hey, man, all right, they did something, and go in. But like she said, if we ain't making TikToks and actually saying something about it, we can get rid of qualified immunity. We can get rid of all these things, but we got to bring awareness to it. If we not bringing awareness to it and just letting us, we talking about it, and that's the next day we see next day.
Yeah. Why y'all think the U.S. trying to get rid of TikTok?
Let me ask the family a question.
They ain't doing it for China. They doing it because people getting their stories out. Girl, you put that story on there, this gonna get viewed and viewed. Because I look at true crime stuff all the time.
Everything you can do is powerful in the movement. You ain't got to go out and be like me and stand and stop traffic and say, well, maybe you can you can post up. You can just write a letter. Matter of fact, you can get a petition and say, no, this is wrong. I want people to write and put a petition out and say, man, I got 1,000 people to write this petition saying, man, this is wrong. We need to do something about this. Can we do something about this?
You can use an ad. You know how to use them ads that catch your attention? Use something to catch their attention and boom, this is what happened to my mom. This is what happened to my dad. We're gonna put this out here. Tell your story.
So for what happened to your mother? Do you guys believe that there should be some type of legislation, or do you think that there should be some type of implementation of law or just legislation for
100%.
Okay, just wondering if you feel, because once justice is going to be served, because in my heart I believe it will be. Will there be? Do you feel like there be a fight still left for you guys, like to continue to fight for justice for when? I just really want to know, do you guys want any type of change, or what specifically would you want to come from it's your story.
I've been fighting for ever since the day happened.
Y'all need to look for some money, for some jail time. Just like you said.
They definitely
been struggling since the day it happened.
And you have no lawyers? Y'all have no lawyers?
No. I done contacted lawyers. Some cuss me out. Some, some got a good situation going. They're not civil suit lawyers, though. We need a civil suit lawyer to attack this.
100%.
But these lawyers down here, they work with everybody down here. Lawyers work with the judges and the Senate and the politicians, and you got to find. So that's the problem. Might have to find an outside one, but I'm gonna tell y'all story. I'm gonna tell you, cause I didn't even know about this. Like, this is ridiculous.
This is new. And what you said, what was that insurance like stuff?
Qualified immunity.
Qualified immunity.
We need to get rid of qualified immunity.
We need to get rid of it. Okay. And before we leave this stage, we have to make a post about this shit. Like, we can't just be like, oh, well, shit, I felt for him. Like, no, we got to make this post. We're going to share this out. Like, this, we have to get this out.
Because that's usually what happens. We say, oh, we got to stop doing this, that,
And then
everybody
we go,
going about their daily lives.
After the show,
Back to what the fuck we was
if
doing.
you guys want to stay after and talk to them, and because I do have some things that I kind of want to share, like resources.
I need information.
You know.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you guys have any other questions, or is there anything you guys want to say?
I just appreciate y'all letting us come on and just tell our stories, man. Just getting heard. Like, it's been a struggle, a fight since the day it happened. You know what I'm saying?
Can you say that police officer's name one more time that shot your mother?
Can you
Charles Benny Bryant.
Benny.
Charles
Benny Bryant.
And what's your mother's name again?
Gloria Denise Anthony.
Gloria Denise Anthony.
So when it comes to police brutality or negligence of law enforcement, it's our words against the police. A system with a history of stereotyping descendants of slaves, because I put Black Americans, and a history of court systems not being in the favor of descendants of slaves. We have to continue to fight for protection under the law against hate crimes. We have to continue to love one another and continue to build a strong community where our voices are heard and changes are being made. What happened to Mrs. Anthony that night should have never happened. Just imagine if national support at that time, like how we did for Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, just imagine if they had that support, the justice that could have been served for this family. I want to close out with everyone in the room. At the count of three, we're going to say justice for Gloria Anthony. 1, 2, 3.
Justice for Gloria Anthony.
Thank you guys for tuning into the 5-0 podcast. My name is Vanessa.
No, I fuck with this podcast. I flew in at the right time.
I got to go to work after this. Like, I got to be like, hey, y'all ready for
I'm finna go party after this, but I can't.
We got about 20 more minutes. Y'all continue on.
I love this part. You guys, I haven't. Hold up, I'm finna
Shout out
shut
to
up.
Jazz for coming down from Texas. Now sit down. Sit down, Vanessa. Sit down, Vanessa. Go on. Sit down, Vanessa. Sit down.
Come sit beside me, Vanessa. Cause I'm just really glad to be here. Me and Steve made this, Mr. What's your name? Mr. Controversial. Me and him really. I remember when he was telling me that he wanted to do this. And we was sitting in his living room. I'm like, you should go ahead and do it.
Visiting or are you here?
I'm visiting. I live in
okay.
Texas now. I graduated from K-State.
Okay,
But
congratulations.
thank you. I live in Texas now, and like I said, I'm going to school for law. I'm taking my LSAT in August. Everybody wish me luck.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm going to law school, and I'm here for things like that. I used to want to be a entertainment lawyer, but that civil rights is calling my name. And it's really ridiculous. I just don't get it. I don't understand why we all can't live humanely together on a country that we built.
I just think the reality is, what I believe is, there are cultural differences that I don't think a white American can truly understand the struggle, the culture of a Black American. I don't think that we necessarily can understand, other cultures either and why they do the things that they do. I just think that there has to be race relations. For the Black community, I do believe that the only way to solve race relations is reparations. That's just me. If they right their wrong for the history of slavery, oppression, mental.
They can't right their wrong, and that's the problem. You have to understand, every other person that's not our color is not like that. That's cool. But the ones that are, they're scared of us. They're scared because they know what they've done to this country. They know that one day, all that shit gonna hit the fan.
You know, back in the 1960s, whenever Charles Manson was going around killing everybody, the reason that he went on that rampage was because of a fear of a black revolution. So back in those days, they were afraid that we were going to revolt due to the Black Panther Party, due to Malcolm X, due to us being a militant force and us unifying, coming together, and educating ourselves and breaking the mental control that that they've had over us. So
It's the same thing in 2024, and that's why we can't get our laws passed. And like you said, we really do need legislature, but I ain't gonna lie to you, that shit slim to none,
I
sis.
believe that they won't
Unless
give us
we can get more of
I
us.
believe that we won't be granted that because I was looking at an interview with Farrakhan the other day. I do like Farrakhan.
Love him.
He met with Saddam Hussein. He met with Gaddafi. He met with these powerful leaders that America conditioned us to believe that these were evil people.
They're not.
But when you hear Farrakhan talk, you hear truly a man of God. You hear someone who possibly could have been the president. You hear a moral leader, but you hear someone who also makes financial and sound decisions. I believe that there is this power struggle, this power struggle between the white male power structure and the black male power
It ain't
structure.
even just about the male though. They scared, period, of the black person. Because now you have like Jasmine Crockett. She's a strong-headed black woman. You know, we always angry when we strong-headed. You know what I mean? We some angry-ass black women when we stand up for what we believe in. And I have always been a firm believer. I don't care what it is. I'm going to stand on what I believe in. I don't care if I lose my job. I don't care what I lose. I've lost a job over standing on what I believe. And I don't give a fuck. Because guess what? I got a great job now and I'm on my way to law school. It might not look good at that moment, but that shit gonna come to fruition later. I'm telling you. Y'all have to stand on what y'all believe. And that's like we said, we'll leave out of here right now and not even think about this shit in a couple hours. We're gonna go out, have a good time.
That's what Goldie
dress
said.
up, you know? But hell no. Before we leave here, I'm gonna get y'all information. I'm putting that shit out. I'm telling you right now. Because it's not fair. We need to put out anything, and if you scared, whoever's listening to this podcast, if you're scared, speak up. Speak up. You can even do that shit anonymously. Speak the fuck up for your people. I hate it. I'm not gonna lie, I hated it here in Kentucky. When I lived here, I hated it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I met some really cool people. Love the people I met, but I hated it here because this the first place I couldn't believe somebody was really racist against me. I'm from North Carolina. They racist down there too.
What was the story?
For me coming down here?
The race,
Y'all. I used to work at Glenford Lincoln in Nicholasville. I used to be a receptionist there for a little time. And I had this man come in, and he was like a professional golf player. Like, it was rich people that used to come in there all the time because they knew our general manager. So he came in, and he's like, yeah, you know, he's big shot nigga. Well, big shot man, white man or whatever. And, you know, I'm talking because I'm just very friendly like that. I don't care what you look like. I'm going to talk to you and shit. Here he go on that damn rant. Oh, yeah. And anytime you say something about a black person and then say I got colored friends, that shit don't sit right with me. You know, I had to stand up and hey, bye, y'all. Because this is what y'all stand for. God will literally tell you how to move, when to move. Don't ever be scared to move. When he say move, move. I don't care how much of a sinner you are, what the hell you've done in life. When he say move, you move. And that's why y'all here. Because you moving. You feel me? That's all I'm going to say.
That was for sure, 100%.
Something you said resonated with me kind of. I know it's going to hit people different. I think something about our culture is we need to go at our culture, and some of the stuff in our that we call in our culture, we need to let go.
Let it all the way go.
Because it's actually
disgusting.
It's come from the slave master.
But there are two different, and I'm sorry, y'all. Like I said, I was raised in the suburbs. My mama had 3 master's degrees. My aunt has a PhD. My sister has a master's degree. I have a bachelor's. My brother has a bachelor's. We was raised in education. I hate that all black people are grouped together, all white people are grouped together, all Asians are grouped. I hate that because in each race, there's some fuck people. It don't matter what race it is, but because we're black, we have a target on our back. We're also, in the Constitution, still less of a third of a person. That's why they don't give a hell about what we got to say, because we're nothing to them. Those people in Congress been in Congress since before I was born. They got to go. Mitch McConnell ain't even in his right mind, but guess what? They going to still vote for him over a black person because they know he a puppet. Just like Biden, and I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean no harm.
Don't be sorry.
Biden ain't do shit this presidency, and he said it himself. He all out of his mind. Oh, Kamala tell me what to do. She ain't on our side.
Biden ain't running the country. Like you said, these
He used her to
politicians
get
ain't
our
running the
votes.
country.
Y'all gotta move smarter
This
than
is
what
why-
y'all doing.
This is why we got to pay attention. We got to vote and actually pay attention because we
attention to
don't
the
know.
laws that are happening
We
under
don't.
your
We don't
nose.
understand where, and we got to watch the money. Where's the money going? Because it's actually funds. How much money he just gave away overseas was enough to end poverty. in
Wait
the
a
United
minute.
States.
Let's talk about that.
So we got to look at the bigger picture. But we are not saying anything. What we got to understand is we pay them. They're taking money out of because we pay our taxes. So we got power, right? But if you don't know how to exercise your powers, you don't have power. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to move, like I said, we got to talk the same language. We got to say the same things.
We have to be
Y'all know
unified.
that they make money off of homeless
And
people,
move
right?
different.
It's never
You know
gonna
what I'm saying?
stop. How
We
you
got to
think they
move
give him-
as one. Because as long as we keep on, got 10 different organizations talking the same thing but not fighting with each other, doing the stuff together, we ain't going to get nothing done. You know what I'm saying? Because we got similar differences. But we ain't against each other. We doing the same thing. I'm not against what you're doing. But I just don't like messing with you. So we got to put them differences aside and get something done. Because as long as we playing petty against each other, we can't get along, we ain't going to get nothing done. And they know this.
Why do you?
The enemy know this.
No,
Why do
but-
you think within our culture we can't stick together? Why?
Slavery.
No.
So we still got the slave
Pride.
mentality.
It's pride.
Slave
Pride,
mentality.
I agree with the pride for sure.
Slave
pride.
mentality.
Why you fighting over corners that belong to the damn government?
Slave mentality.
Why you shooting
Most
them
of those
dude
men
over
did
stupid
have
shit?
fathers.
Slave